be decided. It won't be won tonight though, but victory for Rangers would put them within touching distance. Certainly this season though, Motherwell have proved a real match for the champions.
There was a presentation to a pools winner at Ibrox the first time Rangers and Motherwell met this season. He pocketed $250,000. The jackpot for Motherwell was 2 points on the night. They had to come back from a goal down to do it though. Ian Ferguson, the Rangers goal scorer. Motherwell's late rally started when Paul McGrillen took the ball across goal and substitute Dougie Arnott volleyed it home. The winner was a gift from Rangers, Steve Kirk beating Stephen Presley to the ball, and although his shot was saved, Arnott's diving header secured the points. In their next meeting at Fir Park, a new Rangers signing chose the occasion to make his mark.
Done by Robertson, it's missed by McCart. This could be Jury's first goal for Rangers. It is! This is Trevor Stephen. Robertson's running ahead of him. Robertson getting in the cross, a header from Jury. It's 2-0.
By the time they met at Ibrox in March, the two teams were firmly established as title contenders.
Now twisting and turning inside the penalty area, but Rangers getting it away. And as far as Jamie Dolan, this is Lambert. Dolan again, back to Lambert. A great shot and a marvellous goal by Paul Lambert. This is Brown for Rangers. Again, it's aimed in at Haitley. It's McCoy's trying the early shot. It's Jury, it's a deflection, it's a goal. Will it be goal number 25 of the season for Haitley? It is!
Well, as you've just seen, it took a late penalty to separate the two sides last time out. Tonight, it should be just as close. So let's join our commentary team, summariser Gordon McQueen and match commentator Jerry McNee.
Motherwell are without injured skipper Chris McCart, which means a starting place for John Philibin in the heart of the defence. Phil O'Donnell is back, but Dougie Arnott, who scored twice against Rangers this season, is still injured. Rangers have brought in Stephen Presley because of the absence of injured John Brown. Mark Haitley has been rested and Duncan Ferguson takes his place. The referee is Douglas Hope from Erskine, the Scottish Cup final referee. Night for both clubs. Rangers chasing their 6th consecutive championship, and Motherwell attempting to finish second in the top division for the first time since 1934. And Motherwell, of course, after such a good season, deserve a place in Europe, but still a bit of battling to be done. This is McPherson, and taking no chance, sending the ball out of play. Little touch by Ian Ferguson. This is Krvokovic to McKinnon. Lambert's racing through. So responds with a header to take the pressure away from his goalkeeper. Richard Gough chasing his 6th consecutive Premier League medal since joining from Spurs back in 1987 for just over £1 million. Again, it's aimed at Ferguson. Again, he wins it. Down by McCoist. Ferguson playing it through, looking for Jury. It's headed behind for the corner by John Philibin.
Yeah, once again, Duncan Ferguson causing trouble with his aerial ability. Ian Ferguson whipped in a nice ball there, but Philibin just managed to clear it out for a Rangers corner kick.
So it's Trevor Stephen. A few targets to aim at. Ferguson comes in with Dykes, tries beating the goalkeeper. McPherson's in there, driven through by Jury. And Brian Martin it was who blocked him. But Steve Dykstra is on the ground, and the referee calls a halt to the play to allow some treatment to the big Motherwell goalkeeper.
Well, he's got a knock in the head from this Trevor Stephen corner kick here, but I don't think there's any foul play at all. It was a terrific leap with Duncan Ferguson. No Rangers takers there. Bit of a collision with the Motherwell defenders. David McPherson tries to go into this one. Jury finally blasts it. It's a good block by Brian Martin.
So Duncan Ferguson making his presence felt in these opening stages. So he says, I'm fine. And
Extra set to continue. That draws applause from the Motherwell fans. This is Coyne with McPherson. Away by McCall. Walker pitch now with McCoist. It's McKinnon who plays it back to Philibin. Well, Philibin getting that one inside of Presley, but no problem for the Rangers defence. Ian Ferguson for Rangers. McCall. Presley. Looking for Duncan Ferguson. It breaks through to McCoy. He tries to pick out McCall. And the ball just over. Good play by Rangers.
Well, initially you reckon McCoy is going to try and hit this in target, but he probably does the right thing here. Knocks it across the goal. Now, should McCall maybe have tried the diving head with his right boot and over the crossbar?
So a chance there for Stuart McCall to add to the 3 goals he's scored already this season. And again, Duncan Ferguson causing problems. A little header from McCoist and the ball over the top. It's Goff up again just ahead of McGrillen. By Robertson. This is Lambert on McGrillen. Topples to the ground, and the referee though in fact giving the free kick Rangers' way, and McCall in a hurry to get on with things. Plays it to Presley. Jury just overheading that one a bit. And it all began there with Gordon Jury slack with his pass, and actually put Ali Maxwell under a bit of pressure. So Motherwell have the throw. Little touch through by McGrillen looking for Coyne. So David Robertson sends the ball behind for the corner. That's the signal for Motherwell to push Brian Martin forward. And John Philibin is also up there.
It's dangerous corner kicks. Rab McKinnon flights in as well. The in-swingers with his left foot.
And the ball still not properly cleared. And Motherwell take the lead. John Philibin punishes a slack Rangers defence with his 3rd goal of the season. Well, they had several chances to clear here and didn't.
Well, as I mentioned there, Rab McKinnon does take dangerous corner kicks, but can't get a Rangers boot for this one. It wasn't a particularly well-struck shot by John Philibin, but it was certainly an accurate one. And Motherwell take the lead after looking as if Rangers had began to assert their authority, mainly due to Duncan Ferguson's aerial ability.
So 19 minutes gone. Motherwell 1, Rangers 0. Tommy McLean and his men on course for European football next season. Played through by McCall for Duncan Ferguson. Martin's with him. Good play by Ferguson. McCoy's in there, and the ball just drifts past the post. A good aggressive play by Duncan Ferguson.
Yeah, it wasn't that far away either. A good little bit of skill wide in the left here. He sends in this right-footed cross meant for McCoist, and it ended up Livakovic and McCoist both missing it, just drift past Zeb Dykstra's left-hand post.
Presley sends it out for the throw to Motherwell. Well, Motherwell don't have a good record against Rangers in the Premier League. Tonight is the 60th meeting between the clubs. Rangers are 146, Motherwell just 11. Comes for handball against Trevor Stephen. The referee allows play to go on. He finds Jury. A long one played out towards Ferguson. McCoist there as well. McCoist against Philibin. David Robertson running through in support. Back though to Trevor Stephen. This is McCall. Looking for Stephen again. McCall trying the shot. Oh, marvellous save by Dykstra. Great effort by Stuart McCall.
Yeah, it's a terrific shot by Stuart McCall. Just sits up nicely for him. He's a long way out. I think Seb Dykstra certainly recovered from his concussion. Terrific save.
Well, that should get Rangers going. It's Trevor Stephen to take it. Played by Coyne, only as far as Ian Ferguson. This is McCall. Stephen. Stepping away from Coyne. Brilliant play by Trevor Stephen. The goalkeeper's in trouble. Oh, he got his hand to it. Richard Goff got in the header, and Dykstra, who had missed the ball initially, managed to get his fingers to it and touch it away for the corner kick.
Yeah, it was lovely play by Trevor Stephen in the left here. Richard Goff coming in at the back post, gets his head to it, but Dykstra just gets his fingertips to that one. Another Rangers corner.
Well, Rangers turning the screw now. That's Trevor Stephen. The goalkeeper commits himself. Well, he's quite a character, this man. He cost just £40,000 from the Dutch side road at JC. And a couple of good saves from him there. And here come Motherwell. It's Lambert playing it through, but Coyne's offside. Good finish by Coyne, but clearly offside.
Yeah, well offside, but didn't half stick it away well.
Well, he's done really well since joining Motherwell. He's 10 goals in just 23 games so far. This is Krivokopich for Motherwell, giving it away, which he doesn't often do. It's Duncan Ferguson trying to get forward. The referee waves away the claims that he was impeded by Philibin. It's through now for Ali McCoist. And the goalkeeper takes the ball. Brilliant play. Well, that was a difficult save for Steve Dykstra.
Yeah, very alert here indeed when this ball comes into the box. Rushes off his line. It just bobbles up a bit in front of Ali McCoist, but good goalkeeping by Dykstra.
Duncan Ferguson. This is Stephen. Across comes Krivokopich. Well, Rangers have been clearly stung by the loss of the goal. And they'll put this Motherwell defence under a fair bit of pressure. And they're under pressure again! It's McCoist! Rangers get the equaliser. And again, the height of Duncan Ferguson was involved. Getting the ball through towards McCoist. 26 minutes gone. Ali McCoist gets his 11th goal of the season. It began with the throw-in from David Robertson, a little header from Duncan Ferguson, and Ali McCoist knocking the ball past Dykstra. One goal apiece.
Yeah, just simple and straightforward. The Robertson throw-in. Once again, Duncan Ferguson has been causing Motherwell all sorts of problems with his aerial ability in this game. McCoist reads it well. No problem for him from that distance.
So Ali McCoist was very much the scourge of Motherwell last season, and he strikes again tonight. Well, you could just sense that goal was coming from Rangers. A lot of determination about them. McCoist, in fact, scored no fewer than 7 of Rangers' 13 goals against Motherwell last season. And we're seeing tonight the aerial ability and the real threat that this man carries. This is Jury. Losing out to Dolan. Takes a return from O'Donnell. Now it's Lambert. Coyne. Good ball by Coyne. This is O'Donnell. He's got McMillan to his left. He tries a shot. Phil O'Donnell with 7 goals to his credit this season decided to go it alone.
Yeah, it was lovely flick on by Tommy Coyne, and he's just trying to pick his spot there and bend that one round Maxwell, but just past the post.
Martin gets the touch. This is McCall. Through to McCoist, but he's offside. Nice little touch by Coyne. Lambert trying to get through. And Goff concedes the corner. Well, good stuff from both sides. Fully committed to attack and providing plenty of entertainment.
Yeah, the entertainment's been first class, but I'm sure Walter Smith will be hoping Rangers defending's better at this corner kick than it was for the Rangers for the Motherwell opening goal.
Oh, the in-swinger puts Maxwell under pressure. It's away by Trevor Stephen. It's another corner to Motherwell. Well, for all the heights they have at the back, Rangers trialling again. Maxwell going for that one, not at all convincing. And again, Rangers toiling a bit, scrambling it clear. Sent in again by Lambert, just beyond Coyne and behind for the goal kick. And again, Walter Smith will not be at all happy with his defence, with these set pieces. It's Kravokovic. Martin goes down by Ian Ferguson. McKinnon stepping nicely away from Jury. It's cut out though by Goff. Jury. Good play by Jury. Duncan Ferguson, lovely touch again, Telly McCoist. Again, superb flick by Duncan Ferguson through to McCoist.
Yeah, that was a good cross in by Jury, and a lovely little flick by Duncan Ferguson. Now, as McCoist tried the shot here of the cross, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt, so he tried the cross.
Doing very well in tight situations. It's Ian Ferguson letting that one slip away from him. Now it's McGrillen. Cross comes McPherson. It's Coyne though, in possession for Motherwell. Oh, good ball by Coyne. It's O'Donnell. And Maxwell smothering that one as McGrillen threatened.
Yeah, it was lovely play once again with Tommy Coyne. A really clever reverse pass here. I thought Phil O'Donnell might have had a shot there, but he squared it for McGrillen. McGrillen never really made a good connection.
Kravokovic getting in ahead of McCoist. Go through by O'Donnell, looking for Coyne. Goff. McPherson. Lambert was right behind him there, and I don't know if he knew about that. And here's Coyne with a header. And Rangers again defensively looking none too clever.
Tommy Coyne just slightly off the mark with his head, but to be fair to Ali Maxwell, I mean the ball did bobble up before he tried to kick it away. Tommy Coyne tries to loop the ball over Maxwell's head, but well.
It's Robertson's header. Stephen gets a touch. That's Stuart McCall. Good ball through, and that's Kravokovic could be off the park here because McCoist was ready to pounce on that. He used an arm. It's up to the referee to decide whether he was last man. It's a very close decision, this.
Yeah, I think he'll get the yellow card here because, I mean, it's deliberate handball, but for me, Brian Martin was in a position to cover him behind and close down McCoist. And indeed it was.
So Kravokovic sailing close to the wind. That's Coyne for Motherwell. Nice little pass again to O'Donnell. Still it's O'Donnell trying to carve the opening here. And that's a penalty kick. Trevor Stephen bundling Paul Lambert to the ground, and the referee had no hesitation in pointing to the spot. Trevor Stephen the culprit here. It was brilliant play. Coyne initially sending it through to O'Donnell. He stabbed it through, and Trevor Stephen committing the foul there. So the penalty to Motherwell.
There's no question about the penalty. Trevor Stephen bundled Lambert over.
So Coyne has scored already from the penalty spot twice this season, and he does it again. 2-1 to Motherwell. A minute to half-time. Tommy Coyne's 11th goal of the season, and they gave Maxwell no chance. Put it away brilliantly.
It was a really good first half, Tommy Coyne, and actually the game's been a terrific game, and Motherwell will be delighted to be getting in with this 2-1 lead because it looked as though Motherwell's inability to deal with the aerial threat of Duncan Ferguson might cost them dearly. That's something they might have to sort out at half-time. Obviously a long way to go in this game yet.
Now
now played 3 minutes of injury time. And there goes the half-time whistle. So applause rings all around the ground. And the Motherwell fans, a happier set of supporters. It was John Phillippin who opened the scoring after 19 minutes following a corner kick. Rangers failed to clear the lines, and he managed to squeeze the ball in at the post just beyond Trevor Stephen. Then in 27 minutes, Ali McCoy struck. It began with a long throw by Robertson, a touch on by Duncan Ferguson, and there was McCoy's to knock the ball into the back of the net. But right on half-time, Motherwell regaining the lead through Tommy Coyne from the penalty spot after Lambert had been fouled by Stephen. The half-time score here at Fir Park, Motherwell 2, Rangers. Motherwell who start the second half against a Rangers side which hasn't lost for 22 games. The last defeat coming on December the 11th against Dundee United at Ibrox. So Rangers with a fair record and reputation behind them, but Motherwell giving them a hard time of it so far this evening. That's Goff's header. Well, no changes in either lineup in the second half. We'll have Billy Davis and Steve Kipp on the bench. Rangers have Mikhailichenko and Murray. Opens off the head of Gordon Dury and out for the throw to Motherwell. This is Coyne going forward. Persons with him. Touched by McCoy. And Ferguson to Duncan Ferguson. Stopped by Phillippin. It's left to Martin. It's out for the throw. 2 Rangers. It's really refreshing to see both teams having a go since kick-off. And the crowd loving every minute of this. This is Robertson, who gets the free kick. The challenge being made by Paul Lambert. So Richard Goff starts to move forward to the edge of the area. And it's Trevor Stephen who strikes the ball. Phillippin trying to get it clear, but across comes McCoy's. Good play by the Rangers striker. The cross headed down by Dolan to Kravokovic. This is Presley. McPherson. Duncan Ferguson. Touched by McCoy. Good defensive play by Rob McKinnon. Played through by Goff to Dury. McPherson in a bit of space there. Save, a great effort by Duncan Ferguson, and Steve Dykstra responded well. Meanwhile, Rab Shannon has taken a knock. So play goes on. This is Dury, and the ball goes behind for the corner. The challenge going in from Jamie Dolan. Rab Shannon will require some treatment.
Yeah, he got a head knock, and Duncan Ferguson tried this spectacular overhead kicks. McCoy knocks it down. Ferguson with his back to goal, and Dykstra good reactions. But
it's McPherson. Presley. Dury. McKinnon's gone with him. Still it's Dury. Switch of play to Trevor Stephen. Rangers looking very determined here. It's Ian Ferguson! It's a fine save again by Dykstra. Here's McCoy, but it was cleared there by Kravokovic. Still Rangers have it. It's McPherson, and away by Kravokovic again. Well, not for the first time in this match. A marvellous save by Dykstra. It was a superbly struck shot by Ian Ferguson. It's off McPherson. Martin's in there, and the ball snatched away by Maxwell. With it towards Dury. McKinnon's with him. Rangers throw.
Jury. Another fine save. This time it's Ian Ferguson getting in the effort, and again Dykstra responds.
Yeah, well, he's certainly had enough effort at goals, Ian Ferguson, tonight. That was another spectacular overhead kick. Not a great deal of power in it. Dykstra just gets up and tips that one over the bar.
Trevor Stevens' corner. Duncan Ferguson's up there. Walter Smith has come down now to the track side. You can see how anxious he is about matters. This is Kovakovic bringing out of defence. Through now for Tommy Coyne, but just overcooking that one. And we had McGrillen away to the left and Lambert to the right. Here's Duncan Ferguson charging through now. And see Dykstra exchanging a few words.
Yeah, well, the wind carried that ball a long way, right over Brian Martin's head, but it also carried it into the arms of Seb Dykstra when it looked as though Duncan Ferguson might pounce on it.
It's Coyne getting the touch, but it goes to McPherson. He stumbles. And the ball to Lambert. O'Donnell's calling for it. Goff comes across to meet him. Back to Lambert. Good play by Motherwell. O'Donnell did well to get it back to Lambert. Oh, this could finish it all off. And Maxwell makes an incredible save from McGrillen. It looked as though all he had to do was pick his spot. It was great play in the right by Lambert and O'Donnell. It was just a matter of picking his spot here. Maxwell stood his ground and took the ball at the second attempt. That really could have finished it all off. 4 minutes left. Here's Gordon Jury. It's Trevor Stephen. It's Philibin who had charged down at Jury just before that. Philibin doing extremely well again. That ball gets away from Richard Goff. Oh, with a chance here now to finish it all off. It's Kirk. Coyne's running with him. It's Kirk and he's on. Marvellous save by Maxwell. Still Motherwell have it through Billy Davis. Now that's a free kick. A rash challenge by David Robertson. I think he'll be booked for this. He was fortunate, I think, earlier on to get away with a foul. But that's a marvellous save there by Maxwell.
Great effort to Steve Kirk. A terrific save by Ali Maxwell. But regardless of the outcome of this game, it's been one of the most enjoyable and entertaining games I've seen in some time. Both sets of players deserve full credit for giving 100% effort, and also, more importantly, the quality of the game's been good, the passing's been good. It really is a great effort. Tommy Coyne makes the run outside, and Kirk decides to come inside, tries to bend around Maxwell, and he makes a super save.
Meanwhile, David Robertson has been booked, so it's Davis with the free kick. And Maxwell stays on his line, and it's a miskick by Tommy Coyne, behind for the goal kick.
Just as well, it was a miskick as well when Billy Davis flights this one. I mean, nobody picking Coyne up here at all. I mean, the ball's in there a long while. You expect somebody to be closing them down, maybe the goalkeeper to come, but he just miscues that one.
30 seconds left according to my watch. Robertson, who fires in the high one. A level look, standing firm again. It was a good clearance by Philibin. This is Coyne. Lambert's running in support. It's Coyne trying the shot. It's not really troubling Ali Maxwell, who wastes no time. We're now into injury time. This is Davis. There's been no hurry to get on with things. Nips the ball away from Duncan Ferguson. In comes Dolan. And the referee calling for treatment for both players, Presley and Dolan.
A terrific match. I mean, end-to-end football, and as I mentioned earlier, the quality of the football's been very good as well. I mean, a couple of bookings, but the game played in a very good spirit, considering there's so much at stake. Well, full credit to Tommy McLean's Motherwell. They really have been a breath of fresh air this season, and almost certain to qualify for that UEFA position, and they'll be good representatives for us in Europe next season. Well, certainly Billy Davis is dangerous in these situations, a bit of a free kick specialist because he's got a lovely left foot.
So a number of players over the ball. And that's a marvellous effort from Kirk, crashing off the junction of the post and the crossbar. And Motherwell force the corner.
Well, I was saying Billy Davis has got a terrific left foot, but Steve Kirk's got a very good right one as well. He really thunders this one against the crossbar.
So the substitute has done really well since coming on.
Not a bad effort at all, that one. Terrific free kick.
They've played 2.5 minutes of injury time. And the ball's given away there, though. This is Mikhailichenko. So Rangers battling away. I just wonder how much time the referee will allow the Motherwell fans start whistling. Almost 3 minutes of injury time played. A last chance here perhaps for Rangers. The knock down to Mikhailichenko by Duncan Ferguson. Rangers have the corner. Well, what a finish to this match.
And good defending here by Brian Martin. He's another Motherwell player that's played exceptionally well tonight, as he has done all season.
So over 3 minutes of injury time played. Can Rangers do it? It's a disappointing corner, straight into the hands of Dijkstra.
Well, I think that's almost certainly Rangers' last chance in this game.
There goes the final whistle. A delight for Tommy McLean, for the Motherwell fans, and there's one of the heroes of the night, Sid Dijkstra. A string of marvellous saves, a sporting handshake there from Walter Smith and Archie Knox. But it really has been a marvellous night here at Fir Park. Superb performances from the likes of Dijkstra, from Philibin and Martin in defence, from Tommy Coyne up front. But really, every one of these Motherwell players can be proud of themselves. Rangers battling hard, but it's very much Motherwell's night. They're now 5 points behind Rangers with 4 games to play. The final score here, Motherwell 2, Rangers 1.
Tommy, 2-1 to Motherwell, but that was a match which really seemed to have everything.
Well, I felt before the game, you know, I think these two teams have done a lot for Scottish football this year, and I think the game, the fans, it was a justice, you know, the type of game that the fans got there tonight, because the two teams to the right would go at each other.
They did indeed. Your players really battled hard for each other, didn't they?
Yeah, well, I think so. You know, I think everybody, the talk prior to that was Rangers are going to win the championship tonight, and really I think that was the words that fired our players up, because somebody, I think it was Jim Delahunt earlier on, said that we haven't been doing particularly well. We're undefeated in this quarter, and I think Rangers were the last defeat that we had. So, as I say, where he get his facts from, I don't know, because I'm delighted with how our players are playing, and really long may it continue.
Their attitude extremely positive, Tommy.
Yeah, well, I feel that we had to win the game, and the players went about it in the proper manner. They went about to win the game, and really I think other than the early doors when Ferguson and McCoy's were giving us 1 or 2 problems, then we sorted that side out. I think that we handled things very well.
I've got to ask you, Tommy, things have changed so dramatically here at Fir Park. Only a year ago there was threat of relegation, and now look at where you are. How has this change come about?
I think it's the water about this place, you know. But no, really, I think it's credit to the players, you know. It's a case of belief can only come from winning matches and doing it consistently. And we've been very fortunate in terms of the injury situation. When we've had a consistent team on the park, we've been getting consistent results. But the players have been done magnificent.
Walter, a thrilling match tonight, but disappointment for Rangers.
Yes, we were disappointed to lose. I felt Motherwell started for the first 10 minutes or so better than us. Then we came into the game, then lost a goal and came back again. And I felt we were under a fair bit of pressure for the next half hour or so, but credit to them. Anything that we created at all, the goalkeeper was equal to that. And then in the end, we made a couple of changes at the back, which allowed them to break forward a bit easier than they had been managing to do in the match. And they had a few chances nearer the end, which I suppose by the way we were trying to play, wouldn't have been unexpected. Probably a good game for the supporter to come and watch, but a wee bit nervy.